For the longest time, I've wanted to have a guitar that could magically become a banjo, a piano, a bass, all sorts of things. But I'm not getting it from regular guitars without buying expensive pedals, pickup systems. What am I? Oh, it's the AeroBand guitar. Oh my goodness. What is this? A guitar that is automatically in tune all of the time? Do I need a capo? Oh, there's a capo already built into it. I can move the voicings up and down. Uh-oh, I lost power.
Your chest is too big.
Well, I'm playing this song till I can't stop. And I am thinking about how these strings never go out of tune. Wow, look at this. On a normal guitar, you'd have to worry about strings breaking, but the only strings you have to break are down here because this neck, all of a sudden, you can turn it off. You turn it on and off. And when you're ready to do this, all you have to do is press this button on the back and voila, the instrument breaks down into a convenient folding area. Now you notice there are these plastic lines along here. This is a guitar that I can see will rarely need to be restrung. And then over here you have all the different tones. So no expensive effects to buy. All you have to do is change it on your own. Let me demonstrate. So you put this in here. Start up is easy, just press there.
I like the lights. And with just one click, I can connect it to the app. You have 54% left. A good 5 to 10 hours.
You bet. Let's play through. I'm going to play a chord progression.
Okay.
And I think that you will appreciate as a user how quickly, if you have a partner here, how quickly you can change patches on this just with a simple app. Here we go. Wow.
That was good.
Such good tone with an onboard speaker, no extra amp to lug around. You could just take this anywhere. And if I'm looking at this carefully, it looks like you have your USB-C charging port right over here.
Yes.
This even has a space for headphones, and it has a mic input. So you can adjust the mic volume over here, and this is the volume, I believe this is the volume of the instrument itself.
Yep.
So you can make that pretty loud or very soft. Now, you'll notice that as I go through here, I've been playing fingerstyle.
Yeah.
If I want to play single notes, I can, similar to what you would play in a regular guitar. I can even use this little bar over here to mute when I'm playing. So if I wanted to play a muted progression, whoa, just like a regular guitar, if you miss chord, make a mistake, it's still going to respond. So you've got that human element in there.
I like the human element. So unlike a regular guitar, it has 9 different instruments. So we're gonna play a guessing game with John here. I'm gonna switch the instrument, and then you need to guess after you can play, you know, 3 or 4 chords, no more than 20, and then tell me which instrument I switch to.
Okay, I'm gonna go through, and just to prove I'm not cheating, I will be doing this with my own.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
Is that electric guitar?
Close.
Clavinet?
Yes, clavinet. Ready for a switch?
You bet. I feel like I'm in the Southeast.
You feel like Steve Martin?
Yes.
I want to play a tune for you on the banjo. It's a different banjo than I played before. It doesn't have a back on it.
This is channeling Steve Martin. I'm gonna say banjo.
Yes, banjo. Winner, winner.
Oh,
You're no longer on the banjo, by the way.
bass.
Good job, good job. Well done. You're channeling your inner Tom Hanks.
Piano lessons. 3 years.
Love the sound of the piano.
Yes, piano. Dead ringer. Ready for a switch?
Classical guitar?
Yes, well done. Okay, and we're switching.
That sounds like a Fender style electric.
Yes, Fender Pop, they call it.
Oops. There we go.
Okay, ready for a switch?
Now this one I have to do behind my head.
Okay.
Well, it's such a big sound. Is that a Martin acoustic?
Fender Country.
Oh, Fender Country.
Close enough.
I'm stunned by that one. Which one is that one?
Martin Pick.
Oh. Oh, it's a beautiful sound.
Yeah, that sounds good. That's one of my favorite.
Do we have any other patches to try out?
We have... I think this is the one we started with. They call it the Martin Finger. And then it's kind of fun, you know, if I was your instructor, I can see exactly where you're playing. That's kind of fun.
And you know, the nice thing is, if you were a new student playing on something like this, in the late hours of the evening, you could play on it and all you would hear would be this. And if you could pick that up, that's not too noisy.
No. Yeah, I like how you can turn it down. And the headphone jack is really nice. Now what do we call this little glass tube here?
Okay, so that is called a steel. It's just a little piece of glass. Demonstrate how that sounds on the standard guitar. Bring this over here.
So now we switched to a $95
Washboard.
classical.
Yes. You might hear all of this in blues music.
Yeah.
And the way this actually works is you actually play this not pressing down, but holding the steel. So in a way, it's a way to alter the pitch without using the frets.
Cool.
But the interesting thing is that you can try to do that on this, but this is where you might be a little bit frustrated if you're used to playing the steel.
Hold on just a second.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Okay, let's redo that last like 3. Okay, so now we're gonna try it on the AeroBand. Take it away, John.
Now if I press down, I can get it to respond. But it responds. You can get it to respond by pressing down, but on a real guitar you would want to hold it above.
Just kind of slide it.
You just want to slide it without actually pressing down on the string. So
I think it helped enable that when we turned the hammer on.
So without that turned on, the unique feature of the guitar is that you can easily slide between. Or you can do trills. You can easily do that with pull-offs and hammer-ons, and you can do that with the AeroBand. It just takes a little bit of practice.
Yeah.
But you can get it to work. The nice thing about this is that if I don't like where this is, I don't have to bring in another capo.
What do you think of the strumming?
It's a beautiful sound. If I try to do it faster, let's see how it responds. Now, when I first tried this out, I didn't think you could do hammer-ons,
Yeah.
which is really important when you're playing a lot of music. But you can see right now, it actually has a very natural response to hammer-on.
So I'm going to turn the hammer-ons off.
I can try to do the same little chord thing. So I can't do. So that would be.
There we go. So now I re-enable the hammer-on and the pull slide.
Yeah, it responds more naturally when that's on.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is pretty cool because you can do all sorts of stuff. Let's play it finger style. don't have to.
I think it sounds great.
Not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad.
Really,
at all.
it responds well. And you're not going to end up breaking any of the strings, at least the ones here. I don't know where you go to get strings this small, but they made it work.
Yeah, if by chance you do have to edit, well, not edit, replace these, you do have access to them, and they just create these little magnet covers.
You know what's interesting? On each of these, so they probably use Steinberger strings because these are double ball ends.
Oh, interesting.
So, which means you could put them in this side, put them in that side, tighten them, done. Which on any standard guitar, you'd actually have to wind into the tuners. I'll put this aside. You have to go all the way through here. It feeds in through the back.
Oh,
Comes
a lot
out
more work.
through here. You have to wind this on here, and then wind this up while keeping everything kind of straight, making sure the level is straight, making sure the neck is straight. With this, there's no worry about the neck bowing because you have the neck that comes to you already manufactured.
Yeah.
And so, really interesting that the type of tones you can get through it. What I'm thinking is, what does it sound like through an amp? What does it sound like through effects?
Ooh, let's give it a try.
Let's do it.
So how does it sound through an amplifier?
Sounds really nice. For being synthesized, it doesn't have the same. You can tell the difference that it's not a true acoustic guitar, but it's pretty close.
So that first amp, whoops, so this first amp is a keyboard amp, and now we're going to switch to
a regular guitar amp.
a regular guitar
Because
amp.
if it's going to respond right now, this is kind of a cool thing because you can actually. Nice clean sound.
So right now you're in Fender Pop. Do you want to try a different Fender?
That sounds great.
That's Fender Country.
Not too bad for a device that you can just fold up and put into your bag, right?
I know.
Let's add some other effects to it.
I think that sounds really powerful. Wow. So that's all coming out of the bottom speaker or
Bottom
the top?
speaker, bottom.
Wow. So you added some reverb?
That's distortion.
Oh, distortion, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna switch it back to Fender Pop. Which one sounds better?
Let me see if I put it on a clean channel.
Do you like Fender Pop better or that other one?
I kind of like the clean tones better.
The Country?
The one that was on right now, I thought this sounded great.
So that's Fender Pop right there.
Let's try putting this signal through distortion for some reason.
Yeah, we're getting feedback?
There's a little bit of feedback.
Huh.
But it could be that this is pre-amplified already. So
Okay.
that could be a little bit too much overdrive into it.
I like how your fingers glow during certain notes. Okay, so the drum. So right now we're on Fender Pop. Let's go to Martin Finger. All right. And then I'm not seeing the drum on here. So it says, what do those instructions say? That is really small font.
Press to turn on off the drum loop. Once a drum loop is on, use the tone button to switch the drum loop. Tone button, okay.
Which is right there.
You'd almost have to look in the manual to see how to turn on that drum loop, right?
Yeah. We'll come back to that.
Other than great experience. The one thing that you probably want to keep in mind is that I figured out how to slide. I have not figured out how to bend strings on this yet.
Yeah.
I can give, if I play this. Even if I press on this, I can get a little bit of a vibrato sound. And maybe that's something that could be updated later. I don't know.
Well, and that's the cool thing. When I first turned it on and connected it to the app on my phone, it did a firmware update.
Oh, it did?
And I don't know of many electrical or acoustical guitars that allow you firmware updates. So that's kind of neat.
True. So
And it comes in white.
It does.
It does come in white. I like the black kind of gray, so that's the color I went with.
And here you can put it in a stand. Let's put it in a regular guitar stand.
Oh, yeah.
Or you can hang it up on the wall. If I move some things around, let's say we'll put it up on the wall.
Does it fit in a regular? Oh, yeah.
And it's at home.
That looks pretty good, I must say. And then it does time out, so you can just leave it there, and after 10 minutes, it'll just, and it makes a cool turn it off sound.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
A lot lighter too.
Yeah.
So band guitar, great for practice, good tones, nice to be able to not have to capo. You'll never go out of tune. I'd have to see it, but I would imagine that you could do alternate tunings like drop D or dadgad and stuff like that with this without much effort, because it would just be configured in the computer.
Yeah, there are some more settings right in the app. So when I went to string sensitivity, there's the velocity, there's the responsiveness, but then also there's special tuning. So first string is E, and you can do standard, or there's, drop C sharp. There's full step down, DGCF, open G, half step down, and then there's custom configurations.
Oh, wow.
So there's quite a bit more you can. Do you want to try one of those?
Well, let's do it.
So there's standard. What do you want to try? Drop D?
Let's do drop D.
That does sound different. That was drop D. What was this? Should we try a open A?
Sure. Ooh. Cool.
Interesting.
What would normally take a whole bunch of tuning is a touch on an app.
Yeah.
You got it taken care of.
It was like a half a second delay, but that was very minimal, I thought.
And then you don't have to worry about it going out of tune. You could use this around your campfire, or you could take it out on a snowy day, and because of the temperature change, it's not instantly going to go out of tune.
That's true.
So the best way to appreciate this this long-term primitive instrument is to just infuse it with technology, get the best of both worlds.
And charge every couple weeks. I haven't charged that for 3 weeks.
And look at that, 3 weeks of use in the AeroBand
So we've been
guitar.
playing it non-stop, and it's still at 50%.
Awesome. So a lot of great things can come from the AeroBand guitar. Again, if you're a parent and you want your kids to master an instrument, but you don't want to necessarily listen to them practicing all the time, you can put on the headphones, you can still follow on the app if they're playing.
Yeah.
So it's a great way to understand how to help those kids out, especially during that awkward time where things aren't sounding great. So, and then you just have your regular guitar over there, and you can have the best of both worlds for not much money.
Oh, yeah. How did you get this one for 95 bucks?
Oh, sale at Guitar Center.
Really? That's awesome.
Anyway, AeroBand guitar, check it out.
Thanks, John.
Thanks.
I'll have more about the instrument later. I'm still going through all the tutorials, but John, you've been playing for how many months now?
2 or 3.
Close to what, 35 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he makes it look really easy, but if you do go through the tutorials, they do help. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Thanks.
Hello again, Pietro here. So this company reached out to me after I reviewed another musical instrument, and the company is called, wait, there was a label here. AeroBand. So we'll use our magic knife here. Many thanks to my camera girl. Say hi, camera girl.
Hi.
And she is filming, so that way she can move around and all that fun stuff if we can ever get this open. So it's kind of fun. You know, people sending me stuff to review, no script. All they ask is that I review it for a couple weeks and learn how to open the box correctly. That always helps. Oh! AeroBand, a new way to be a musician. So now we just lift this out. Yep, we just kind of ta-da! Quick start, quick assembly, take guitar out, neck align with the plug horizontally or vertically in the slot, insert it all the way until you hear the click sound, power on, start playing. Easy enough. Okay, here we go. Take that right there. The anticipation is riveting. Now I did ask if they had an orange one, and they did not. Ooh, okay, that's pretty cool. Nice. So this would be the neck. And in here, I'm guessing charging cable and a cool tool. Strings. All right. So this just slides in here like so. Did you hear the click? And then here are the strings. And now we just need to power it on. Is that the power? I imagine there's instructions somewhere. Touch the mute button. Oh, touch the mute bar or mute the sound after plucking the string. To play the palm, press touch mute while playing. You hear anything yet? Ah, there it is. Cool. And then here we have the power plug, USB-A to USB-C, and the headphone jack. It might be that it needs to be charged, and yes, it comes with not 1, not 2, but 3 guitar picks. That's nice. What do you think, camera girl? And it comes with instructions. So I can label the frets. Has a 1-year free extended warranty. Awesome. And the manual. Okay, so let me charge it because it's not powering on, which is very typical even watches and rings that I unboxed do not power on right away. And I'm glad that it comes with everything we need. And then yes, thank you Malacqua, knife safety. And this is the AeroBand electric guitar. No pun intended, but I am jazzed to see how this sounds. So I will see you soon with some guitar sounds. Cut. Okay, mic check, check 1, check 2, camera lady, camera dude.